Hey, whose team is in the playoffs?
I don't know what playoffs are. We don't talk about those in Minnesota.
Yeah, I know.
Those are for other people in other sports who have very different plans and expectations. We play to have fun and for the love of the game.
Okay, Chris Kelly.
Chris Kelly's a Yankees fan. There's no way anyone can believe the Yankees just play for the love of the game.
I'm not talking about in that. I am talking about that. But I'm also talking about in Star Wars.
In Star Wars, Chris Kelly wants to make things fun, and I love that, and that's what I want to see every time. So,
Yeah, 100%.
so we see Jeff and Bill sitting down, starting to get everything ready. Jeff busting out the using the PC deck box. You can see that there's still some available with the for the donations as a part of the donation package. I know Jared just posted a here's what's left right now, and did kind of hint that if there's enough demand, we might be able to try and get another order and some of the ones that aren't necessarily available right now. See if we could get another set of them coming through. So like folks want to donate and really start asking for some of those boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed. Like I think the boxes are awesome. I think they were a spectacular marketing idea.
Oh yeah. Like
And
Jared, thankfully, like Jared goes insane with all the prizes, the donation program, everything that he's been doing as the marketing advocate, and it's just so stellar.
yeah, Jared has blown the doors off of any expectation people had in terms of what we can do with donations and what he can do with making it fun to participate. Like that's really the thing is like all of these little, all the tchotchkes, all the fun stuff that just like come and play, and it's stuff I wouldn't have necessarily thought about, like the poker chips. When I first saw the poker chip, I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. It's poker chips. Like I like poker. I play poker with my friends and stuff. And then I started getting a few, and now it's like, I want more poker chips.
Same. Like the poker chips are amazing. I know Chris Menzel, our Euro Emperor, former marketing advocate, Hall of Famer. He produced those the poker buttons. Those
Oh,
things
those
are
poker buttons are
oh my god.
gorgeous.
Like the fact that you can get them with your personal name on them and everything, it's just they feel like they're yours. And again, you can get those now as part of the 2024 donation program. Like, and again, unfortunately, the it does end, like the early donation program does end on Monday, but you still can donate until March 31st if you're interested in supporting the PC.
Yeah,
And
the early donation gets you a better choice of pick of deck boxes, especially with what's left. The sooner you donate, the sooner you make that pick, you get a little better shot at it. And I mean, that 9 card white border foil sheet
mhm,
is beautiful. Like you can hang it up,
yeah,
or you can do what I did and, hey, these are decks I'm going to play. I want shiny cards for it. And that's what we're doing.
yeah.
So,
Or you
well, we should
can
probably talk about the match that's going on too, as they're sort of getting ready for it here. We got Jeff
so
Lavigne on Agents of the Black Sun
no real
and
surprises there.
Bill on Yavin 4 Y4Ops. He's
Um,
not doing the Batmall version, so it's not the what's
it's
been
not
commonly
Jedi
called Bat
business.
40.
Yeah.
No Jedi business. This is just a straightforward. I'm gonna play Yavin 4. I'm gonna, I'm gonna do damage. You're gonna do damage. Gonna see who wins. And this will be
It's
kind of a
going to be
grindy
interesting.
game.
Yeah,
Like this will
and it
be
looks like
interesting. We'll see how this goes.
Bill's going with We Didn't Hit It, Squadron Assignments, and Walkling. We Didn't Hit It is again, it's going to get him a lot of more force and everything. But the bigger issue is with Bill going with this normal Luke in space version, he's going to be taking like Jeff should be flipped pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, Jeff should flip immediately. And Bill, like, if Bill's running, what chance do we have? He can reduce one of those pings.
Yeah.
He can reduce the ping of 2 to a ping of 1, but that's going to be it. Like
And
he's
then
still probably going to eat the Shadows ping. He's going to
yep.
eat the Vengeance of the Dark Prince ping. Like he's gonna retrieve some. It's just gonna be it's gonna be a grindy game. Like
Yes.
the other side is Bill should be able to go to space relatively quickly. Like Jeff, I think we saw yesterday, he was probably just playing the fist and maybe the first light. And I'd be
Yeah.
a little worried if I was Jeff to go to space too light because these snub fighters can get real nasty
Like I
if you get a
wouldn't be,
couple of them rolling.
I would not be totally surprised to see Bill play Lieutenant Tarn Messon. He loves that card. Like you just put any weapon on any ship that he's piloting, it turns the fort like it turns the characters on any ship
You still have to
perfect into
crack their
zero.
immunity, which is going to be the
Sure.
hardest part. Like the first light's immune to less than 5. The fist is immune to I think less than 8. Like you still got to have a way to crack that immunity.
Yeah.
But if he does, it's a blowout.
Well, one of the
Uh,
cards that can, well, I was gonna say one of the cards that can do that is the green leader and gold and green squadron 1.
yep.
Yeah, you make that card hit and you cancel the immunity, so that's one good fashion. So I mean, if Bill is playing like you just combo that with Tarn Missin, there goes that ship. No matter what destiny you draw a 1,
Yeah.
all those characters on the ship just go bye bye.
So I see in chat they think dark side is advantaged here. I do think dark side is probably advantaged here a little bit. I think Bill can keep it close, and I think Bill's going to be able to keep his lost pile real low, which is also important. And we see Jeff kind of revealing his whole deck.
So Jeff is
I
using
just
the
saw one blue card. Like he's using quietly observing to reveal
yep.
Dr. Ian
Ugh.
Ponda and Mara as Black Sun agents. But I think I might have just seen one ship.
Yeah, and Jeff unfortunately does do the kind of the ripple shuffle, and I'm sorry, like the fact that you're running Emperor Palpatines in a deck and you're doing that just like makes me cringe inside so much, Jeff. If he ends up winning and gets an interview, remind me to scold him.
That's
And he's using black sleeves
yeah, black sleeves
on
on
a
black.
black
Like
like Jeff is just like playing like to my
Jeff is just making us twitchy. Like I get it,
yes,
and I get the
literally.
black sleeves. I used black sleeves for years. I love black sleeves, but on the black on the black mat, that's just frustrating to see. Like you literally, we can't see anything.
Yeah. As a quick update on the console, the Supreme Southern Showdown constellation, game 4 has just commenced with the top table being Advocate Chris Kelly versus Hall of Famer Joe Olson. So
Wow.
definitely an interesting nice little matchup at the top table. The table number 2 is Jonathan Murray versus Greg Shaw, and then table 3 is Cal Aldridge versus
Hall of
Matt West.
Famer Greg Shaw.
I believe he is in the Hall of Fame.
If you're
His
gonna give it to him, give him his full title.
uh, you mean Hall of Famer, amazing person, rather cool guy,
Owner of Ohio after he came out and enrolled,
Corellia Regional winner.
and
Uh,
Ohio State's winner too, didn't he? Didn't he win them both?
I believe so.
This is regular space, Matt. It is not Bat 40. He started. We didn't hit it. Walk lane and Squassin assignments. As Charlie's like, I don't remember what the card's named. I just know it activates 1 for every system. So, which is an accurate. Yep, space. And Jeff got a pretty fast start. Like he got the opening hand Emperor, and he
Yeah,
didn't miss anything. Like that's a good start for Jeff.
yeah, and again, being that Jeff is playing against like I feel like both of these players are going to have a game plan. Like Jeff has been playing AOBS for as long as I've known Jeff. Bill, I don't think that the new allies are going to leave him high and dry and not let him go in with a game plan against this matchup.
Yeah, you knew. I mean, AOBS. There was 5 of them last yesterday.
And I'm pretty sure,
Like
yeah, like
you
half of
had to
them,
know today you were going to face agents.
yeah. I mean,
So
if you
she's
see Jeff
Bill
Lavigne
pull a
in a
system.
tournament, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be playing against Agents of Black Sun.
Yeah. So we see Bill pull the Narshada system. He's given us a good view of what else is in his deck. I saw sorry about the mess. Sorry about the mess
Um,
combo.
Sorry about the
That's
miscombo. So that's probably for the weapons that he's running, and I'm pretty sure he's running.
yeah, but why would you run the combo instead of the original?
That is a good question. Like
I
the
think we're
big
going to
thing
use
with
the Walkling right now just to go get projection, and
not
it's
bad.
just pull stuff.
Yeah.
Bill's kind of hidden. I think the only shield he's pulled is the grabber, and I think that's the only shield that Jeff has pulled
Yeah. I think if
right
you're
now. I think if I'm Bill, I might pull the there's no try shield,
yeah, and the other one. Yeah.
or yeah, just to force the. This is a game where just you need to force through the damage. If you give him the free sense, he's going to take it. If you make the sense cost something, that's better for you.
Yeah. Um, and I definitely think that, and unfortunately for Bill, like I feel like the Yavin 4 War Room is going to be a liability for him. Like we know that Jeff plays Probots, Dr.
So we
Aphra.
did see some good spies as Bill was flipping through, though. I saw a Bausch.
Okay.
I think there's a Jin. Like I think Bill's got some spies to try and mitigate that a little bit.
Yeah, but we know that Jeff runs Force Lightning. I'm assuming he's running Comscan just because it is such a good card.
Oh, I expect he's running. We know he's running Force Lightning just for the ability to go get it and peek at his force pile too. And Comscan is, yeah. There's a. This game feels a little bit more Space Force Drain than or Star Force Drain than Star Wars,
Yeah,
but I think it's a good game to have on stream. And Dennis has been on stream a bunch, so we'll let Dennis and Hayes play on the other stream. But all like Dennis has already had 4 games on stream this weekend. But
yeah,
also like this is a game players should watch because there's going to be a lot of little decisions that
yes, 100%.
change a lot of how you do things in a drain race style game. Like this is going to be
And
2 very good players doing
well,
some things, and you get to listen to me and Dan try and explain the thought processes and stuff to play games that aren't just a set up for your battle, win your battle.
yeah,
Like this is a lot of little things that each of them are going to have a lot of decisions to make all through the game.
yeah. Bill does lose a transmission terminated. I'm assuming it's the V
Yep,
to
and I think he just
Shadows Wing.
3PO'd that first.
Yeah, which again, I don't think
Is exactly how you do that. You 3PO the card you're going to lose, so you get an extra card in hand,
yeah.
and then you lose it.
Oh, we were just talking about this. There's a
Oh,
Jebba
okay.
Space
So
Cruiser.
there is a second space.
I don't necessarily like this from Jeff unless he has a barrier.
I even with a barrier, I don't like putting out space.
I think that's Cad Bane.
Like, how many barriers do you have? Because I think Bill put out a grappling hook. Was that a grappling hook or strike force he put down? It's kind of buried under the corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think that's strike force, or else it's a Japanese grappling hook. But like, I I worry a little bit about if if Bill's already got one ship and matching pilot combo to be able to squash in for the other and just jump that space cruiser is a bad idea.
Yeah,
What did he just lose? What? Oh, the
and Keen.
shadows. Yeah, no, I knew he lost key and it was Y. It was the shadows.
Yeah,
Shadows
I
grab.
don't like losing Kid Kian. Like I don't know if that was from deck or from hand, but I just don't like losing that.
Yeah, I think it might have been from hand. Honestly, he might be figuring he's only going to be able to drain for 2 at the systems anyways. All he needs to do is liberate it, and then he's not going to get any extra with kin. I think my idea with kin is more she's a rogue squadron pilot, works with Wedge. I don't like losing guys in a deck that you need to get those guys out and get them going.
Yeah,
So, but it might have also been losing blindly from deck is even worse.
Yeah, there's
So
Bill's deck.
Bill's pulling a system. Let's see if he's also grabbing a ship. Bill is, oh, there was a system. I think that whiteboarder is Kessel, maybe.
Maybe.
Or no, is that a whiteboarder Jin?
Could be a whiteboard gym.
He might not have a system. That's unfortunate. And now
Interesting.
he's
Yeah.
figuring out what he wants to pull. Yep,
Yeah,
he's,
he hands the deck over. So
ooh,
Jeff getting
that's Jeff getting a
look at,
full look at everything is bad.
yeah.
And I didn't see Bill pull a ship or a pilot forward either to use with Squawson.
Well, not yet. So
Usually, like if you're setting something up with that, you're going to pull it.
I don't know.
You're going to set them up together because you're like, well, I missed this, but I'm going to pull this. So Haven for Luke, for 1 force, I think total, 2 force. The ship's free, the pilot's -1. So yeah, 2 force for Luke on his ship.
Yeah.
Totally immune to attrition, draws an extra battle. It's like, that's nice, but you got to do something about that ship at Coruscant.
Yeah.
So I would not mind seeing Jin or.
There's the
Yep,
gym.
there's the Jin to
But
block
again,
the drain at 2.
he's taking 2 to the objective.
He's still taking 2 and 1, 2 to the objective and 1 to the drain in space.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to say Bill has the worst lines just because, yeah, this is a bad matchup. But I'm not going to count out Bill Kafer.
yeah,
There's a reason why he was one of my top 8 players that I picked for making the top 8.
like he made top 4.
Yeah.
You don't make the top 4 if you're playing terrible lines.
Yeah.
Like that's just not how this works.
And from what I understand, the new allies, Mike Kessling is the top. Mike and Drew just pound through the correct lines. They introduce those to all the rest of the new allies. So I think Bill is ready for this. It's just going to determine how his deck is doing for him.
Yeah. He's got and honestly, my guess is Bill's trying to set up I need Wedge Red Squadron leader. I need maybe Hobby on his ship. And that's what I'm going to go after.
Yeah.
The space cruiser. And if he barriers or something, then I'm going to move around. So wherever he moves the space cruiser, he's got to move it into a battle.
Yeah.
And that's the position you want to put.
So, but at the same time, like I think if you're Jeff, just maintaining a presence in space and being able to drain for free, you're perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, the longer Jeff can keep a presence in space and keep free drains and keep that extra, that Shadow's Ping and everything else satisfied without having to spend someone else on ground.
Yeah.
I think you're totally fine with. Like I said, I'm really confused by the Sorry About the Mess combo in Bill's deck. I'm wondering if Bill's running something like a Ray with lightsaber or something.
It could be like
just as this is my super surprise thing. And we see Bill, yep, takes the ping, loses the.
So he loses an organized attack and another transmission terminated.
And he lost the 3PO puller first. Yeah, Jeff. Both players, I think, know this line here.
Yeah, like the worst card he has lost so far has been the organized attack.
And honestly, I think if he's got more than one, that's a non-issue.
Yeah.
Like if he has more than one of those, you're probably only using that once.
Yeah, and Batmouse, the illustrious and wonderful leader of the Killer Bees, has joined the chat, and he says that Jeff has a lot of experience facing Yavin 4 decks. Yeah, I mean, Batmouse loves Yavin 4 decks. I mean, obviously he plays his version, and I obviously I know it, but there goes I think I can handle myself again to the Shadows Ping. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe
I'm a little curious. So Jeff shuttled the Vigo up. moved Shizor, Bill moved Jin to follow. Then he moved Palpatine to set up being able to force lightning Jin. Theoretically, next turn, like if
I mean, Jeff is going to move Palpatine. Bill's going to get a response. He can move Jin away.
or Jeff doesn't move Palpatine, he instead moves
Yeah.
Shizor over to Palpatine's site, and Jeff now has to
Yep.
sit him there. No, I think the we can handle it. I can handle myself is also if your undercover spies are Jin and Bausch, that protects your snipers.
Yeah. And as Batmouse has pointed out numerous times in the team to our team, make your opponent have the answers.
Yeah, like I actually like the handle as a way to protect your undercover spies from sniper.
Yeah.
Like you can't stop comm scan. You can't necessarily stop force lightning, although you can with the, you can be running the Endor celebration. But
No,
that definitely stops.
that does not protect
Oh, that
against
doesn't protect
undercover spies.
undercovers. You're right. Yeah. So you're just running that to protect against snipers. You figure there's only going to be one force lightning, one comm scan. You just try and burn damage through. Like I expect we'll see a pay 3 to drain for. Well, I don't think either player's got battle order out yet.
No.
And
I wouldn't be surprised to see Jeff play Battle Order.
Looks like Bill just paid anyway. Oh, Bill put it out. That's right.
Oh,
So
why? I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
no,
Because,
Bill put it out for the first turn to slow them down.
Jeff just okay. So that was from hand, so he
Yeah,
does have to. He does reveal it. So he loses an IG-88 from
which
hand.
I think is a perfectly reasonable loss. You're not going to play that card
No, there goes Target
basically ever.
Bounty and Forlom. Forlom, not necessarily like Forlom would be going against Ray with lightsaber.
And there we see the Master
Wedge.
Wedge
Yep.
Red Squadron leader on his ship. I'm assuming that goes to Coruscant.
Yeah, because I mean, you pay full for the ship, and then
Wedge comes down for -2.
yeah,
He's free if at Endor, but otherwise you're paying 4 for the ship. But I think I like forcing the barrier. Like Jeff has to barrier here.
yeah. I mean, no, not
Oh,
necessarily. Because
all
then
right. So
you can
he's
move
not even
Luke.
he's just doing the cheap.
Yeah,
No, if you're putting him at Endor or at Yavin, I don't think you barrier. I thought he was going to throw him right at Coruscant and
yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like moving him from
dare him.
Yavin to Coruscant is not terrible.
No,
Bill checking out his math. It should be 2 force.
So he's 3 PO to card. He should be 3 force, I think. It should be 1 for or no, it should be
2
1
for the ship.
force.
Yeah,
It'd be 1 for the ship. No, the ship's -2 and the pilot's -1. So the ship should be 1 and Wedge should be
plus the
free.
-2 from the ship.
Yeah, so the ship should be 1 and Wedge should be free.
Yeah.
So there we see Wedge move, we see the flip. So
there's the secret plans.
So we're currently just saying, oh, and there's battle order. Okay. That's right. He has the non-shield. Jeff played the battle order.
Oh, okay.
That it was under his Vengeance of the Dark Prince.
Bill's going to place, I think I can handle myself out of play. He will retrieve a transmission terminated V.
That's just a 5 and deck is better than a 4.
Yeah.
You're not going to use, I'm not expecting him to use handle. But I'm still, like I said, I'm still curious what the Sari combo is for. That one I want to see. See if there's a way for that to come into play. Jeff doing his peak. Right now the math is in Bill's favor. Or in Jeff's favor,
Yeah,
simply because he's not paying.
Really?
Yeah.
So quick update. It looks like we have Dennis playing WAP to start against Hayes's Tatooine. Looks like it's a CRV. You can tune into that if you want to see it, watch that game. It is on Sam Tashima's Twitch as well as actually it's on Justin Miyashiro is doing the call on his channel. It is Twitch at .tv/JagTech.
Jagteq. So let's see. Let's. I don't know what Jeff's going to do here. Like he's going to ping some damage.
Well, he's getting drains of 2 or 1 and 1, and then he's going to ping 2. Plus, he's getting the
Is
ping
it
damage from
1 and 1 or 1 and
Evers.
2? Doesn't he get +1 on the?
No, it's only
At
if
that
it's
site?
calling fist.
Oh, you're right. It's only the fist. It's. I always remembered it had something to do with the ship controlling Coruscant. So you're right. It's the fist. So he's getting 1 and 1. He's getting a Shadows ping for 1. There's another Jin. And then he gets the Vengeance for 2.
Yep, and he's going to play.
Oh,
It
it
could
could
be
be worse.
Jeff looks
Jeff
like he could
grabs
grab it.
that.
Yep, he does. Not a bad card to grab.
No, I think
But,
you have to grab that card, especially with
yeah.
3PO.
Now, if he's playing a Weird Doomed, I mean, that could really help him out.
Weird Doomed would be huge.
Yeah.
Like cut it down to 2 damage a turn. Okay.
Yeah. Batmouse, yes. The Killer Bees are all on the call right now. We do commentary. We don't play the game.
I mean,
No,
we
sorry,
play,
I'm sorry.
but
We do commentary. We don't make top 8s.
yeah, I was getting to Atlanta was a no-go for me this time of year. So it was I'll do commentary and stay connected to the game, have fun chatting with everybody. Because really, I do love doing this and being able to kind of talk about the game, and doing commentary on live events is a little different because you got to kind of, adjust stuff. So I don't love Mara there.
No.
Basically, I don't see any point. That site is
Oh.
projection.
So
You're not going to get to.
Oh.
And Mara's not a gangster. Like I don't.
So I was gonna say, I think maybe because Bill's not playing Insurrection or Insurrection Aim High, if Jeff has an Ellis Hellrod, he's gonna be able to move from any of the sites, go to the War Room.
Into the War Room, yeah. Is that Banis Keeg, pilot instructor?
Yes. I
Maybe?
want to say yes.
On the first light, which would give him I think that'll give him the +1 to total battle destiny, and if he moves Jabba's cruiser over,
Or
he can ship dock and move the Vigo on as well.
no. That is Dengar with Blaster Carbine.
Oh, all right.
And
then
that is character with a long name.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
That looks like Ara Singh with Blaster Rifle. Only because you asked so nicely.
Oh, I got him.
Oh.
Oh, you did the whole HTTPS stuff. I don't know.
Well, it's because I opened it and
you just copied and paste. All right. I just typed it because I was trying to help out.
What the?
So honestly, I'm a little hurt though, because it sounds like Mike is leaving us.
I know, Mike.
And that stings a little bit, Mike. I'll have you know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we have Jared watching and Reckless Charlie both watching as well on the other channel. So apparently they don't like us either.
I mean, Jared talks to us a lot. I don't blame Jared for not liking us.
he gets tired. He gets tired of me. That's what it is.
Yeah, we make Jared's life a little difficult sometimes. So I'm curious if Jeff's going to move the space crew over to back up first light.
It's possible.
Because without that, I don't like putting anybody in front of Wedge. Like
no.
Mike's like, we've got Mike's new allies. They've got a lot of devices going. They want to see all their players playing. I get that. All right. We'll
cut Mike a little slack.
I won't hold it too personal, Mike, just a little bit.
Okay, so there's Jeff. Oh, that is Boba Fett.
Oh, he started the battle with Boba Fett Bounty Hunter. Oh. Okay.
That's big.
Yeah, that was and Bill did not have a barrier.
No,
I don't think Bill was expecting that. That was ooh.
So Bill has multiple copies of Jin in his deck. So there goes Wedge and Ship. Jeff didn't lose anything because Bill only drew a 2.
That was
Oof.
huge.
Um, I don't think that flips Bill back.
I think it does. He's down to just one.
No, because he has a
Oh, because he's got a card. Oh, because he's got a. So visored vision. Let's see what card he named. I wonder what card he named.
anything he wants.
Yeah, I mean it's.
You know who would know if he flips back or not? Bat Mouse.
Yeah, he needs 2 battlegrounds. So yeah,
Yeah,
he does
yeah, he
flip
flips
back.
back. Bill flips back.
That's rough.
Yeah.
And what did he do with the visor? Like he didn't cost him any force with visor vision. Did he? Wonder if he named like force lightning and just didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Whew. Um,
And just for a little bit of information, Jeff won game 1 by quite a bit as well.
in his last match, you mean?
Yeah. Like
That's,
Jeff ended up winning game 1 over MHT by 27.
So there went the fist and a first strike. So he did have the.
Oh, yeah.
He had 3 ships. We just didn't see him early.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that actually Jeff winning by 27 against MHT kind of makes sense considering the matchup was AOBS, excuse me, versus No Idea.
yeah,
Like not a matchup you want to see.
doesn't have Bill's hand is all red cards. That's not good for Bill.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be able to get a ship out if he wants to pull all wings combo.
Yeah, he'd have to all wings. Well, I think that was what he was searching for was the all
Yeah.
wings combo, and I don't know if he missed it or what.
Yeah.
So there's Keen Kian's ship, but he doesn't have Keen
Kian's
Kian.
in the lost pile. And Jeff
This
has
is not the
you
position Bill wants to be in.
No, Bill is not in a good position right now, and it just.
Does Jeff have coward on table?
Yeah.
Is that the other shield I'm seeing? Because he's got the grabber shield. And
here, you big coward.
Okay.
Almost positive.
It could very well be. I'm not.
That's why we need somebody on the headset, just to, like run and tell us like what the cards are.
What I think we need is to get some NFL caliber, some. What we need the $1 million cameras. So the ones where we can see, within a quarter of an inch where the football landed or not. And so
replay. Well,
those also weigh like 1,000 pounds and will involve a whole lot more setting stuff up.
Yeah.
So that's
like beef Fred's strong.
I mean, really, that sounds like a Robbie problem. Like that's our tech team to put these things together.
You're on the tech team.
I am not on the tech team. I am a technological moron. Sketchy dude in the corner.
There's Hanchu and the Falcon going down in front of the Jabba space cruiser.
That's got what Cad Bane. Yeah. Cad Bane and a Vigo. The Vigo is really just forfeit fodder.
Yeah, he doesn't get any bonuses because he's not there.
Forfeits for 8. That's whatever.
No, he doesn't forfeit for 8.
Or forfeits for 4. Excuse me.
Yeah. But if you are interested in helping out the PC,
excuse me,
donations are one way of doing it. Again, the early donation window ends on the 26th. Another way of doing it is to support us via Twitch. You can subscribe to the Twitch channel, and that is an easy way to donate to the PC. You can do that via Amazon. You can actually do it by money. And if you're looking to support the PC by doing that, as you do month-long subscriptions and as they add up, you'll get yourself some nice little shiny foils. I know that we were talking about this yesterday. Jared pointed out that Ryan Saracen, David Woods are 2 of the members of the 54-month club. So they get a nice little
Sam Tashima, who played in the top 8 a little while ago, also made it. Yeah. So
there goes.
We see the Cad Bane.
Yep.
Because Bill did draw 5 for Battle Destiny. Yep, the free Amazon Prime subscriptions are awesome. And honestly, like some of those, the donations, the Twitch subscription incentives are, some of those are beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And well, let's see if we can do this the right way. Control C. Like, go check those out. Those are some beautiful. There's some beautiful cards.
Let's see. So if you're interested in finding out what some of the foils are, for example, 1 month, just for donating for 1 month, you get a nice little shiny Revenge of the Sith. Like that's really cool. 3 months gets you the Grand Inquisitor. 6 months, Ezra Bridger, popular card in the No Idea.
And a couple of poker chips as well.
Yeah. 1 year. If you do it for 1 year, you'll get the map objective plus new for 12, new last year will get you the Coruscant Jedi Temple. As you go up and up and up, 18 months gets you Lady Proxima, 22 years gets you Old Allies. 3 years will get you Shadow Collective, and then 4 years is Zero Hour. And then if you get up to the 54-month club,
So
you'll get Hunt for the Droid General, and he's a coward.
we
And then
see the
Ellis Hellride.
Ellis that we talked about, Ellis moving
Yeah.
Mara into the 2-2, like so. And we see Bill grabbing it. I'm not sure you scoop here because I don't think. Well, he can start
That mouse
feeding
gets
his
match
hand
play.
down. No, he can start feeding his hand down, which is bad if Jeff's got a lot of cards in hand. But
Yeah.
I think Batmouse has got. I think you got to try.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to try just because this is game one, and if you're Bill,
you want to lower that differential as
yeah,
much
you
as
got to
possible.
lower this differential as much as you can.
Yeah. So.
There goes the Gray Squadron.
Yep, and there went to system.
Kifix.
I think that's Kifix.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another train. There goes another all wings combo. There goes another transmission terminus and a X-wing laser cannon. Yeah, I mean, Bill is just peeling cards, unfortunately, right now. Like,
Yeah,
one that
Jeff
is,
played this spectacular. Unfortunately,
it's
this isn't
way too
GAMP. We
early.
don't have a good idea on life force counts. We sort of extrapolate them later in the games when we can watch them count their activation and kind of figure it out from there. But Jeff's got 10 to 15 cards in reserve right now that he's just looking through, and he's got another easily 10 to 12-ish down. Like Jeff's got to be up by close to 20 plus right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill's still got some cards left. Bill's probably got about 10 to 15 cards left,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure how much more damage Bill's
I mean, he
gonna
could
do.
drain for 2 up at Yavin 4, but at the same time, like,
I mean, he went and grabbed Poe's ship. If he can get Poe, this could be interesting. I see he put Zam Wessel on Jabba Space Cruiser.
yeah.
I hope he's not battling there. I guess he's peeking first at the top. Yeah, 5 cards because those are the locations he occupies. So he is battling. He must have a high enough destiny. He's going to crack his immunity. We see Bill play rapid fire, which will go get him the concussion missiles, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the
Which
only,
is,
if he's going to get a weapon, it's the only weapon that's probably got left because he already lost an X-wing cannon.
well, and he can't play the X-wing cannon on HCF anyways. The
True.
concussion missile, honestly, it'd be kind of cool if he shot it down and he
He does
missed the
not.
missiles. It's one of the like 2 cards in his force pile. This is just,
That's like, you
at some
gotta
point, Bill
feel
just has to
bad.
say this is not a
Like, yeah, I get putting the card back, Anthony,
yeah.
but if you can get the concussion missiles, shoot down the space cruiser, that helps you in so many ways.
Oh, so he is going to play the out of nowhere to add a battle destiny.
I
So he's
mean,
going to get 2 battle destiny there, which is good. Like that
yeah,
might be
and a
enough to
Destiny
just
of Power.
clear it.
Yeah, he's gonna get Destiny
Yeah.
of Power too, and Jeff draws a 6.
Jeff draws a 6, which is an 8 on because he's got 2 Black Sun
Yeah.
agents there.
Bill, however, draws a
Just
9 total.
which 9 is enough to wipe the entire ship. Because Zam only forfeits for 4, and so does the Vigo.
Yeah.
I
So I think
mean,
that's a
Bill's line there actually wasn't too bad. Like
no. Yep.
Bill, I mean, Bill lost the
Who the heck is Anthony? Anthony is some amazing chef.
Anthony Michael Batmouse Howard. We've had this discussion before.
I hear he's an amazing chef, but
He
that's
does
it.
he does make a bold brisket, I've heard.
I have
So
yet to experience it though.
yeah, I'm honestly, I don't think Bill did anything wrong in that battle. I think that battle went exactly like Bill would have liked to find the cannon, but at the same time, Bill knows he's got a pile of 5s there,
Yeah.
along with the out of commit, along with the out of nowhere. But that pile of 5s is big.
Yeah.
Like if he can figure out a way to get first light off the table, that's huge.
But then
Like
again, like we don't
he's
know
got to
if
figure out how to do that. But
yeah. Like we saw, I'm guessing that Jeff is playing the first light. I
and we
think
see the
so.
visored vision again. What is he gonna call this time?
I don't know, but there was only one interrupt in there.
And he,
And like
I
when
think,
Jeff draws a 6 for
and
Destiny,
there's no way he called the masterful move combo. I don't
no,
think
no.
so.
I mean, I don't think has Bill looked at Jeff's deck at all?
I don't think so. I just think other than those visored visions, I don't think he's looked at it at all.
Yeah. And we
Is
see that
that
we have Drew. I was
Drew
gonna say we have a
Lichtenstein over
Drew.
the counter,
That is
over the corner, active judging?
I don't know, but that is Drew Lichtenstein. He won the last 2 January events. He won the NPC 2 years ago, and then last year he took down the first ever SoCal or San Diego Super
San
Open.
Diego Super Open.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Drew, one of those 1 million members of the new allies. Looks like he's just walking around aimlessly because, oh yeah, he is playing in the constellation today.
Yeah, so he probably is just taking a break in his game. I mean, so we know Bill's got Poe's ship in hand. He's got to find a Poe.
And Jeff is
He's got
keeping
to
that. The
find a
biggest
way to,
sorry,
I mean, he's really got to find a way to get rid of that first light.
but there's going to be a huge problem because Boba Fett and Bounty Hunter is just sitting up there chilling, piloting that first light around.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get the cannons, or not the cannons,
But what is he going to put it on? Torps? I mean, he's going to put the proton
I don't know.
torpedoes
Yeah,
on concussion missiles. The concussion missiles can only go on Y wings and the Falcon in this deck.
yeah, they can't go
Maybe
on
A
the
wings.
X-wings.
No, proton torpedoes go on the X wings.
Yeah, the enhanced proton torps.
Yeah. If it's a concussion missile, it goes on a bomber, A wing, freighter, or transport. So you can put it on an A wing if he's playing any of those.
Yeah, we see the pay 3 to drain for 2. He's
Yeah.
grind cards down. I mean, Jeff's got a bunch of cards in hand though. Like,
Yeah, that's the one thing for Bill is you're taking a little bit of the fact that Jeff has a lot of cards in hand. Yes, he is able to cycle them with his objective, but you just want to get Jeff as to put as many cards as he can either into his hand or into the loss pile. Like every
yeah,
card that is not in Jeff's life force
he is a good card. Like, is good for Bill. But yeah, I can't imagine Jeff really drawing anything else. Like, if I'm Jeff, I'm super comfortable with exactly what I have here. Like, there's no point in drawing for ComScan, I don't think.
No.
Like, you're better served not drawing for ComScan. So we see there's the Torps. That was the one force Bill used to play that out of nowhere was the proton torpedoes he was hoping to catch.
Yeah.
And at least I don't think he would have shot it down anyways, because I think the space cruiser defense value 5, I think. And I think the torps are +1 against starships.
you know.
So I don't think he would have hit anyways. So maybe he was happy not to have the 5, not to have him hit, but so. And Bill going with Ray. Ray there, take a card from use. This could be where he grabs Poe if he's got one. Ooh. Projection wouldn't be a bad
And
card.
one card you might consider, like I would definitely look into considering the Hojiks, just in case.
Yeah, I mean the Hujiks wouldn't be bad, especially if you're going to move Luke and just move Luke in front of the first light. And
Yeah.
I'm totally immune. I'm going to draw 2 Battle
Well,
Destinies. I
I'm
just need
saying
to
more
crack
for
10, but I mean, if Jeff's going to go jump Ray, I don't think Bill can stop it, and I don't think there's anything Bill can really do at that point. Like that's just this is going to happen if it happens.
Yeah.
So, I'm just kind of waiting to see where this goes. What Bill? I mean, Bill's got a lot of thought process. We can't hear what they're talking about and what they're looking at, so we kind of gotta guess. I see Bill throw down aim high. So Bill
Yeah.
did throw.
Red 8.
Yeah, I was just gonna say what. Okay, so that wasn't even post ship. That was red 8 to get the free shield and just maybe that is a. I'm gonna have this guy at Yavin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move Luke and block Narshada.
And I was gonna say, because like if you're thinking like, okay, so he goes over Coruscant. Okay. I mean, it's
Just
a drain of
try and maximize drains.
3 right there.
I mean, he'll drain 2. He'll try and. I mean, the solo wedge was a Bill needed to make something happen.
Yeah, Bill is already
Like, and
behind an 8 ball in this
Jeff
match.
had at best 3 ships in deck. 1 was already in play. I don't think that was a terrible play by Bill. Like Bill got beat and Bill lost a bunch because Jeff had the perfect combo with the
Yeah.
Boba Fett Bounty Hunter. But anything other than a ship, a Boba Fett, and another Bounty Hunter, and that solo wedge is totally fine.
Yeah.
And it was not, I don't think it was nearly as bad of a play as, you do, Gamer Girl. Like, I think it was a very, very reasonable choice to make. Did it work out? No. But that happens sometimes. Like,
There's an A-Wing. There goes a We're Doomed.
oh,
I don't know if he's.
or is he playing the We're Doomed? Nope, he lost the We're Doomed. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff is draining 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage this turn.
I get
and the
7.
torpedoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Plus the 2 from the objective.
I'm including that. He's
so
2 at the War Room, 2 at Narshada, 1 at the Emperor's site, and then 2 from the objective, and then 1 from Shadows.
Okay, so 7. What was I missing?
So I think you were thinking he was draining with Shizor, and he can't. So no, I mean the solo wedge was a risk Bill had to take, and it was a.
If he can't, so it's 8. So 2 at the War Room.
Yeah, it's 8 total. It's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
doing a swap.
And we see swapping for Zam. Zam coming down in front of
barrier.
Ray eats the barrier, which is fine if he doesn't have a canceller for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Jeff might have sense, but sense will cost him the sense in 2. So he probably just let the barrier go. It means Bill drains for free this turn.
I'm guessing one drain of 2. Or no, I'm sorry, 1 drain of 3.
It'll be 2 drains of 2 unless Bill moves in front of the. I think Bill moves in front of Luke. Yeah, so it'll be a drain of 2.
Drain of 3 there, I think. Or no, it isn't only.
Yeah, but it's a drain of 2. It's.
Well, I meant the Coruscant one.
Well, he moved in front to block him, so. it would have been 3 because he would not have had the he doesn't have resistance out.
Yeah.
And so it would have actually been 4 effectively, because it would have
Yeah.
been
Yeah, if he hits on
hit the
the
stack, add 1.
yeah.
So Bill activates.
So
Bill's actually still got
hold
10
on.
cards
So
left, it looks like. I kind of watching the over the shoulder and watching as Bill was activating, he had still a little stack of cards.
Bill actually is flipped
Is he flipped? Oh, because he's got 2 Snub Fighters.
because he controls 2 battleground systems. So
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
controlled 2 battleground systems. So Bill should be flipped.
All right. I mean, I guess I wouldn't consider this a Starship weapon deck. I think those weapons are very minor. The ping scared him because if he doesn't start spreading in space, he loses the drain race.
Yeah.
Like I get the point you're making that putting Wedge down was a risk. I just think it was a much more valid risk.
Yeah. And AOBS has
Then
not been you're gonna play a lot of ships.
yeah, because it was really the only card that scared him was the first light, because you're not putting the fist there
Well, I would say if he's playing
alone.
Zuckuss and Miss Hunter, that'd be another one.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, Zuckuss and Mist Hunter really doesn't scare you there, though.
Yeah.
Like Zuckuss and Mist Hunter, you're only getting 1 destiny. You're not losing Wedge in his ship. Like worst case scenario, maybe you lose Wedge, and yeah, organized attack, hyper escape, rebel barrier. There's so many options.
Yeah, the
Bill could have hit there.
Probably what he wanted there.
I think it was a very valid play. I think if we ask Bill about it, Bill would say about the same thing. Like, this is the right play. That was the play I needed to make 100% of the time. Jeff got the 1 ship plus 2 character combo that wrecked it.
Yeah.
Because he had to have that exact combo.
Yeah.
So well, we can agree to disagree there. I think Wedge there with he's drawing destiny, he's immune to less than 5. You have outs, and he's got to have the card to go take you out, which is not as easy as it seems.
Okay, there's Hobby.
Totally valid. So I don't hate the hobby there.
Virtual Hobby has a gun.
Yeah. Who makes forfeit 0? Like,
yeah, if it's virtual,
he actually could. He could do some nasty things to.
I mean,
to Zam if he hits him.
But yeah, I don't think that's virtual hobby.
And he just landed Luke. Okay.
Interesting. I
mean, Bill is doing everything he can to just maximize.
Yeah.
And minimize what he's taking to just keep a couple drains going. Like, it's because Jeff can't really attack with just Zam, and Jeff's been pitching from his hand. Jeff's, I think, only got a couple cards in hand.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Jeff has been losing mostly from his hand this game,
which is smart. I mean, Jeff's trying to maximize his differential as well.
I'm just really worried if Jeff has any other ships here.
Jeff lost the fist earlier.
That's what I'm saying.
We saw him lose a
he lost the
Forlom earlier, so I don't think he's playing the Zuckuss Forlom combo.
Yeah.
Maybe just a straight Zuckuss and Mist Hunter. But we didn't see it when we got to see his deck. Like,
I will say this: he has not shown off his hand a lot. So
no, we haven't seen
he
a lot of the cards,
but secret to even us.
We did get to see some of them.
Yeah.
So we'll see where this goes.
He just moves over.
Yeah, Jeff's just moving. He doesn't have anything else he can really do right now.
Yeah.
And he's moving Shizor.
Don't mind that.
Is he going to leave Zam alone? All right, so now
he has to.
I think you got to move Zam. Like, if you leave Zam there, you're risking getting punked.
Starship Lev versus Blowout. Or Sergeant V blowout.
To retrieve a ship
Yeah, I could see it.
and just jump, especially like, well, Jeff will be able to activate one. He's got wipe.
Yeah.
I think Jeff might be deciding, do I move? So he's moving Palpatine. So he didn't have the Force Lightning. Yeah, he's got to move Zev away. But now he's giving up a drain of 2 at that site.
Yeah, so Bill's draining for 2 and 2.
Yeah, that's a feels
And
bad.
again, if Bill moves the gold leader and gold 1 to Coruscant, he should be flipped.
Well, and so Jeff only left 1 card in Force, it looked like, because he had to pay for Boba Fett. So gold leader might stop him from drawing Destiny. Like he might only get like 1 Destiny with gold leader.
Very good. Well, no, he activate like he's gonna get 1 Destiny.
Okay, yeah, he's got at least 1 Force there, and he can activate 1 more. But like Poe coming down as a pilot on gold leader would be kind of nasty.
Yeah, he's got a lot of force down there.
Yeah.
That's the
And
thing.
Jeff's is it? Okay. I'll
Looks
believe
like
you. So Jeff just lost the Force Lightning from Ham, and a little surprised he didn't try and Force Lightning Leia or Jin. And we see the Walkling go out of play to retrieve 1 from Bill.
I just don't think you can risk it if you're Bill.
Yeah, so you have to draw a total of 11.
Yep. He moves.
And that's a tough draw.
Ray moves.
I'm okay with that. Drain for
Yeah.
2. Like Bill is just trying to maximize how much he can do, and that's the way to do it.
Yeah, while Jeff is doing
So-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And like I said, Bill should be flipped so he could retrieve another force.
Yeah, he should be.
I can't tell who's standing around.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's not Kyle. I'm not sure who that is. Is
Oh,
that Casey, maybe?
Casey.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff played Mara. Great. Jeff has played this game outstanding. Just ships, not rebels. So it might be he's got a control with rebels.
No, maybe.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You are
With
correct.
Batmouse asking, I figured we were safe with
Yeah, you are correct. It is. He has to control it with no, flip this. Yeah, flip this card if rebels control 2 battleground systems or if 4 rebels on the table. Yeah.
So Aura shuttles down.
Zam and Shizor move over.
So Aura shuttling down means he's now only getting 1 Destiny in space.
Yes.
But we did see Bill just lost his Poe, who I think would have been, that might be why he did it, is
So Bill
no longer could drop Poe and come at him.
Yeah, it looked like Bill was looking at the objective, and yeah, Bill just shakes Jeff's hand.
I'm assuming Bill he couldn't drain. Well, he should have been able to drain.
Yeah.
Did we miss?
Oof. Plus 22 for Jeff.
Oh, that's gonna be tough for Bill to come back from, but that's kind of how this matchup goes. Potentially, like this was going to be a tough match for Bill, and
Yeah.
that bad luck with the wedge, the first light plus Boba Fett Bounty Hunter was brutal.
Yeah, I agree.
Like without that, this is a much, much closer game because I think Bill's getting a lot more drains in.
Yeah.
And I think that was it was a risky play. It was the right play. It just had to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
He needed some Jedi from the Batmall version. Yeah, that's a separate
And I think that's just the new allies saying we don't like Batmouse. So again, that was game one. We will have game two here. I don't know if the players are going to be playing.
I would expect they're gonna take a couple minutes just to decompress. You
Oh yeah,
know,
I would definitely decompress after that one.
give them a 5 minute,
It looks like that is
smoke if you got them. Go take
Joe.
your. Or
Or
are they
let's
just gonna flip quick? Well, there's Jeff's putting his deck away.
yeah.
Bill's putting his deck away.
I mean, I can understand them putting their decks away because
Yeah, clean everything up and be ready for game two here.
but I mean, Jeff played that almost flawlessly.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't think there's a single play Jeff made that I think was a mistake.
Really quick, looking at him on the other match, this looks really. This one looked actually really exciting, and I do agree with. I think you said this earlier that this one looks like it would have been a kind of like a little bit more fun to watch. Uh, However, again, we really wanted to showcase some different people on the stream, so please try not to fault us that much for not showing the other match. Uh, However, it looks like Dennis is ahead slightly on board position. Um, I could be
It's
wrong about that,
close though. Yeah, I just
but it's
looped to it too
really
to
close.
keep an eye on it, and
It is
it
a
is a close
super
game.
close. The thing is, Dennis is currently flipped. So while Hayes is currently draining for one, two, three, four, Dennis is doing looks like two, three, four, five. So
And Dennis can cancel all those high destinies that Hayes wants to draw for battles,
yeah,
which is really good. So
and
no, we've got a lot. That'll be a fun game. And honestly, the finals here are going to be fun no matter what. Like whoever we see
I
in the
hope,
finals.
I really hope. Like
So
I'm excited definitely to see some more Star Wars. We got at least a few three more games left after this one.
yeah,
Uh,
and that's always. I mean, more Star Wars is always fun.
so just to get into talking about the next matchup, do we want to talk about what the decks are and announce like our thoughts going forward are?
Well, so now we do know that the decks have been both players have revealed. We waited to, I didn't want to give the last one away before it started because they weren't uh, they weren't viewed. So this one we're gonna have Jeff on Anakin Saga versus Bill on Thrawn. I don't know if Thrawn can win a game by 23.
I don't think it can.
Like
Like
that at the end of the day, like I don't think short of something crazy like Thrawn getting a massive beatdown in,
now, I'm gonna
I
say
can't see Thrawn
this,
winning by
and
enough.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to be ostracized for making fun of our good friend and unfortunately Team Moneyball player. Unless like you look at what happened to Timo Dusel against when he played Thrawn against Justin Desai playing OB Communing, isn't like that is gonna happen. Like from all I mean, Timo lost it by a lot just because he made a silly mistake. So Thrawn is a deck that doesn't win by a lot or lose by a lot. So
Yeah, and
and I'm
he needs to win by a lot with it, and I'm just not sure.
I just
That's
don't
gonna
think
be tough.
it's gonna be tough. And I would think Jeff was definitely on the smart side playing Agents of Black Sun versus the Y40 deck.
Yeah, playing that first to put the pressure on Bill to have to win by a bunch is going to be tough. I think Bill, the one upside Bill has is Skywalker Saga really is just has to go to him to cause damage. Like he's
Unless
not
you
going to get a lot of damage through that isn't on Lothal or
yeah.
in
mean, he could go
space
down to,
where
well, he could go down to the Coruscant nightclub.
that'd be the other site he can get out. And that one,
Yeah.
if he gets that out early and starts draining there, I think Bill's going to call it fairly quickly.
Yeah, agreed.
But if Bill can get some damage running quick and can keep Jeff off that for a little while, it's not in Bill's favor, but it's not a can't win. It's going to be close. So we'll see
In the
where.
meantime, why don't we go ahead, give out a quick trivia question? Let's do a giveaway really quick to the people who are in the chat. First person in the chat who can name me all copies of the Death Squadron Star Destroyers, V and non-V, will win a GEMP AI pack.
Ooh. I'm curious to see who jumps on that, because I know one of my favorite uses with Death Squadron assignment, I was doing it for a while in a Walkers with Guns deck because it pulls the Prepare for a Surface Attack so you can get your guns rolling,
Yeah,
which was always
there are 9 of them,
that sounds about right.
and they must be, so there's 9 of them, V, non-V, all encompassed into one. First person in the chat who can name me.
All 9. All right. I wonder if chat all jumped to go over and watch Justin for a couple minutes while we wait for this one to go and see how Justin and Dennis,
You mean Hayes?
or Justin is streaming Hayes and Dennis. Yeah.
There you go.
It's
You got there.
all these people exist. That's what I'm counting. Hayes is, can't tell if Hayes has more cards left or not, but Hayes doesn't have anyone left on Naboo. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, it's never a good sign. It's not like it's Jakku, where, I mean, Naboo is kind of like Jakku, where you want to always go to it.
Yeah, you need to be able to go to it.
You know what? Just because I am the giving type, I put that into Justin's chat.
I see.
So we got everybody has a chance at it,
Everybody's included. So
except for you and Jared Napolitano and Batmouse. Oh, looks like the game is over.
is it, or are they just counting it up and
Charlie is saying that like Dennis is up by 10.
figuring out the math? Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
Dennis
up by
might be,
10.
it might be a Hayes is figuring out how much, because I don't think Hayes doesn't have Decree Virtual showing.
No.
So he's going to eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minimum.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like Hayes has got some cards left, but what's he going to do? Like Hayes will do some damage in return. Hayes will do 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But that's not much.
So, for those who are interested in the Supreme Southern Showdowns consolation, Matt Lutz and Joe Olson are at table 1. Brad Reinhold and Chris Kelly are at table 2. Jerry Metapalo and Greg Shaw at table 3. Carl Koenig and Ryan Saracen are all at table 4. Let's see. It looks like everybody is paying attention to the Hayes versus Dennis match. Let's see if our players are back. Yep, Bill and Jeff have returned. So again, this is going to be Bill on dark side playing his Thrawn objective versus Jeff Lavigne playing light side, Anakin Skywalker, Saga, and up by
All right.
22.
So let's see where. Is
Ooh,
Jeff using black sleeves again because he hates us?
yes, he is.
And I
Bill's
see
using red
Bill
sleeves.
sticking with red, which
I don't
I like
mind the
red.
red. It does look like Hayes and Dennis have completed their first game. Uh,
Ooh, how much did Dennis end up winning?
Standby.
I mean, I don't really want to stand at all. I'm not going to be in camera then. So I'll just sit by and wait quietly while these guys get ready.
Well, you can hurry
Hayes,
up and wait, sir.
looks like
I just
Bill's running the Do They Have a Code Clearance
okay.
version along with Endor Shield and Alert My Star Destroyer. And Jeff with the Saga,
You say your mom and
Walkling. Yeah, it's
your mama and best star
yeah.
pilot in the galaxy. So that will allow him to get either the Super Falcon or Red 5 or the Mega Falcon.
I think he could do Azure Angel too, can't he?
Yeah, he could, but I
In
mean,
theory,
he
he's
really
not going
wanted
to, but
Anakin on the ground.
yeah, no, it's really, I think, going to be Ray and Solo on the Falcon potentially, but
So even though
space
he's
is a rough
not,
spot. Like this is where with Thrawn going to space might be a little scary
yeah. So quick
because
update.
something like a big lat damage is bad.
Yeah. So really quick update on the consolation. Joe Olson is currently in first place. He is 4-0. Brad Reinhold, Chris Kelly, Greg Shaw, and Matt Lutz are all 3-1. Jeremy DePaulo, AJ Hatum, Drew Lichtenstein, Cal Aldred, David Woods, Jonathan Murray, Carl, Ryan, John McFarland, Bill Pittman, all 2-2. Brian Harold, Joel Pittman, Brian Avery, Lodge Pollock are all 1-3. And then Leaf Lutz is
Leaf Lutz is having more fun than anyone else. I'm gonna tell
I
you that right now. Leaf is having a blast being there, I hope, and I'm super excited he's there. Yeah, Thrawn winning by 23 is going to be Thrawn winning by 23 is going to necessitate Jeff making a mistake somewhere. Jeff is going to have to
yeah,
make
Jeff's
a
not a
big
player.
mistake,
Yeah.
and Bill is going to have to be able to take advantage of it. And Jeff is not a player who's going to make a big mistake, I don't think. I think Jeff's going to play this very cautious
Mm-hmm.
because
I mean,
there's
I'm
no way
saying this
to.
like Jeff's only mistake that he's made so far in this event has not been is joining the Killer Beast first and then leaving.
Well, I mean, this is why we're rooting for Bill, but
I'm not
like
rooting for anybody.
I like Jeff just fine as a person.
I
Jeff and I
like
get
Jeff.
along well. Jeff's a good
I'm
guy.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. No, Jeff.
The fact that
Again,
he
I'm
left
gonna be
us,
happy for whoever wins.
I'm not. I'm holding it against Jeff personally, even though he left before I joined the Killer Bees. I'm still, or he left right after I joined.
That's
That
because
actually might be
you,
on me.
yeah, I blame you.
That's very possible.
So there's
All
the
right.
throw. Really
There's
quick as an update. Dennis won game one by 11. He had 23 in, so Dennis had 27 and lost 35, and then Hayes had 35 in lost pile. So still can be anybody's game.
11's
Like 11 is one of
11's
those
tough.
weird numbers.
11's 11's the number you have to be cautious about, but you can't be too cautious because if you're too cautious, you just lose by more than 11. So Bill went digging for a site or a system. I did see a system. I also saw the bridge, and his hand had a bridge puller.
Yeah.
I think he's checking right now for Chimera because I think he had a Kessel in opening hand as well. Like,
There's Kashyyyk.
yep. But with the your mom giving him no force, I think he's got to go to Kessel turn one.
Yeah. That's kind of rough. There's
So
he wants to
there's the
select
bridge.
with
It's the question is, did he activate Chimera? Like,
Yeah, kind of
kind
feel
of,
like
that'd
he
be
could have.
terrible luck if he did. So he went
Yeah,
and grabbed the
there's
Palpatine or
Ozzel.
the Thrawn. So he's
Yeah.
grabbing Ozzel with his other Endor shield pull.
Uh,
I mean, if he activated Chimera, I think you. How's he getting? Oh, Code Cylinder will get him the captain. And I mean, Thrawn and Pelinon on that Chimera is,
no joke.
yeah, like you now have that system. Like, there's no way
But the thing
Jeff
is,
can take that.
again,
But
like you
if
said, did he
Bill
act?
doesn't have Chimera,
Yeah.
that's bad. Honestly, if he doesn't have Chimera, I don't hate Ozzel's a matching pilot. Throw if you can afford the Ozzel plus ship at
No,
Kessel.
he
I
if
don't think you can.
it's the non-virtual Ozzel.
Oh, okay. So you don't. He's not a matching ship, so then you can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's bad luck. Like activating Chimera is just horrendous luck for Bill.
yeah. I mean, I will say
So
like Bill kind of deserves it for playing limited resource.
I mean, you and I have talked about it. I
As a
think limited
trophy.
resources is a spectacular card in a match play format,
Yes, agreed.
and I think it should be in every dark side deck because it forces your opponent to keep 3 in hand all the time, basically. And that's hard, and being able to just go peel 4 is a big deal.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think missing that Chimera is because also now it's going to cost him. He can't alert my Star Destroyer to get the -2 from each total.
I mean, if he was, yeah,
He's
yeah.
that stinks. Like, there's no nice way to say it. That's real bad for Bill.
There's Polos Massa.
Yep. Which is also, I think Bill puts down the Chimera. I think you go Chimera, Thrawn, Pelinon at Kashyyyk, and you have to hold all your other space to go after Jeff when he deploys 2 space.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do anything but
Nope.
go after. Yeah, Bill missed, it's everything that went right for Bill in previous games is going not right for Bill this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's anything anyone, you know, I and honestly, it went not right for Bill last game. Like,
Yeah. Like he,
losing Wedge like that was a lot of bad luck. Like,
yes.
not top decking into any of his outs, not having any of his outs, and then Jeff having the exact combo to really go punish him is a tough
Yeah. No,
out as well.
you
Like,
said
Bill's
it
had bad luck.
100%. I
But
mean,
yeah, this Thrawn is
that's what
brutal.
unfortunately that is what happens when you defeat Scotland Growl.
And when you're playing combo decks, like when you're playing decks where they're really best when you hit your combos, if you're missing your combos, things just go downhill quick.
Yeah.
And that's just it stinks. It's no fun. You don't want that to happen, but you're never rooting for bad things to happen to a player. Like, that is what it is, but it's Bill's in trouble here.
Well, I mean, Jeff's just drawing right here. So, I mean,
Jeff doesn't need to do anything though. Like, that's what we're that's really what I'm saying is, like, Jeff, we talked about it. Jeff just needs to not make a mistake. Bill's going to struggle to win by 23 plus.
yeah, Bill's right now activating 11, so he can still get the Chimera out with Ron. It does feel kind of bad because he is going to have to pay max value for it.
Yeah.
Well, unless he goes with the Kessel. Actually, no. I
And
mean, Chimera
honestly,
does
like,
still deploy less because of the objective.
so now in theory, and correct me if I'm wrong on, well, you know
You're
what? Let
wrong.
me look it up on Holocron. Um, Alert my Star Destroyer V is character. Okay, is so Bill, when he saw he didn't have the Chimera,
Mm-hmm.
if he drew into the Chimera, instead of using the code clearance to go get Pelinon, well, I guess he would have had to use the Force. I'm like, he could have theoretically flashed the Chimera to pull Pelinon and still take advantage of the minus a couple from alert.
Yeah, but it was in his force pile.
But he would have had, well, no, with Pelin, what I'm saying is when he grabbed Pelinon, instead of grabbing Pelinon with the code clearance, you leave Pelinon and use Flash Chimera with
Oh, I hear
alert
what you're saying. Okay. Yeah,
to
because
get Pelinon next
yeah,
turn. Oh,
I
it's
see.
over.
And there's the Coruscant nightclub
Yeah, it's over.
or
Jeff,
Tatooine Cantina. I think that's the nightclub. Yeah,
that's the
that's the
nightclub. Yeah, it's
And Anakin Saber, that's gonna be
yeah.
like
Congratulations on
like
making the final, Jeff.
yeah, I like Jeff just like stacking that site a little bit and saying if you're like there's really nothing you can do about this drain of 3.
So does Bill have Enter the Bureaucrat?
I
That's probably the only way Bill doesn't
yeah.
lose. Who do you think over deployed? I'll be honest, I think those were both the perfect amount of deploy. If anything, with Jeff, I might have put a third guy there.
Yeah. Because you don't
Like, you don't want to lose that site at
yeah,
all.
you cannot lose that site. Period.
Like, that is, you have to have that site. Bill's looking through his deck. I didn't see any Vaders or anyone who could do any sort of. There's an I've lost R2. It's a bunch of walkers. Yeah, Bill's not going to be able
That
to
looks like
contest
it's your
that.
standard Thrawn.
And I don't see an Enter the Bureaucrat, which would be the only way
No.
to really contest that that battle in the cantina. Yeah, the thing with the cantina or the nightclub, if you only do Anakin there and he's immune to less than 6, Bill tracks a 6, blows up Anakin, you lose that site.
Yeah, like if you come down
Like,
with Vader and
2 guys there seals it.
Yeah.
Like that was just and Bill's going Blizzard 1 with Veers, I assume.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. So Jeff needs to keep that drain of 3 going.
Like Bill needs to
So
satisfy resistance.
anything that Jeff can do to make sure he keeps that drain of 3, Jeff again doesn't need to win the game. He just needs to lose by less than 23.
Yeah, and I think this
so
is
committing an extra card to table to
Yeah.
guarantee that damage.
Oh, he's at Lothal, not
is worth it.
Kessel or Kashyyyk.
No, he's not. That's Kashyyyk. He's not at Lothal. How did he shuttle? Or did he change and say, wait, no, I wanted to put her here?
No, because she was down last turn. Well, maybe, I don't know.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, yeah, that could have been just Bill saying. But I don't like her down there. I don't like her down there because Bill would have to lose Veers first. Or no, she's not present, so no, you don't have to do that.
No, yeah,
I'm assuming Bill decided to put her down onto the walker after getting the walker.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. Because he's at Kashyyyk. The Lothal's the whiteboarder.
Yeah.
I think. That's
I've
played a lot of Darkside Kashyyyk in my time. What?
That's just a drain of 4.
Yeah, it's
Jeff is just like
I said, Jeff Lavigne, your
with
top
a big
2.
old smile on his
Congratulations.
face, and I get that. Oh, and he loses Kurgi.
Yeah, that's
like Kurgi's a card that he could do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
There's the projection onto
Kurgi could ping. Yeah, if he'd had the bureaucrat, he didn't have the
Yeah,
bureaucrat. This
it's just
is
like,
this is over, and Jeff is playing this dead perfect, which is just I don't need to win. I just need to not lose by a bunch.
yeah.
So don't
And
take risks. Don't open myself up for anything. Just trade drains
oh,
of 3.
yeah.
And if I lose by 5 or 10, I don't care.
And this is a game that I feel like Thrawn would win just because, again, you have the ability to do a lot more damage. Like, yes, going down to the nightclub.
I don't think Thrawn wins this game. If Thrawn wins this game, I think it's very close.
Like, okay, if Jeff goes like with Anakin down to the nightclubs like he did, I think this is a game for Thrawn. Like, Anakin is the best attacker.
Yeah, but Anakin's right where you want him to be. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you want him to go down to Lothal. You want him to do like take over the Lothal locations.
I disagree.
And you want, well, I'm saying you want to keep Bill off the ground.
Um, Again, I disagree. Bill hasn't put down the 2-2 site. You're fine with Bill having the ground drain of 0 there.
Yeah.
That he has to defend well enough to not get blown out, because
But who is
even
Jeff
with Anakin, you
blown out
can
with?
Leia with a gun.
He's not running any cards that I've seen to pull the gun.
That's okay. You don't need to. You got 3PO.
But 3PO's
There's a
not.
lot of things he could do here. Like the Enter the Bureaucrat is the card Bill needed. Without the Enter the Bureaucrat, I think
I
this
agree
is
100% there.
I think this deck is. I think Thrawn might be able to win, but it's not it's a real close game.
Yeah.
And Bill's got to have the 2-2 without the 2-2 site, so Bill can kind of balance that damage.
I mean, it's 3-3 right now.
Yeah, but Jeff's going to get out the Falcon with Rey and Han relatively easily, I think. And
Or
Bill's got to have an answer to that he doesn't have.
Or he goes red 5. Okay, there's the Stalker.
And he goes and grabs the Death Squadron with Price, and then uses Price to grab the Stalker.
Yeah.
And I assume we'll see a Stalker with Ozzel at probably Kessel. And like Bill's just got to do as much damage as he can, but every time he's put stuff out, oh, no escape to get back Kurgi. Okay.
It's not terrible.
That was good. So he's going to use
Kurgi.
And
there's a BB-8 right on top.
Yep. So he'll cause him to lose a force.
Yeah. I don't know what card that Bill has stacked on the Thrawn effect.
He's got a 5 and a 6. He's got the
one looks, I don't know if that's
the starting interrupt.
Gray.
And then he's got the escape pod.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
See Dennis looking in all over the head of Jeff.
Does that mean Dennis advanced, or is Dennis taking his 5-minute? Yeah, Dennis and Hayes might just be taking a couple-minute break. Although honestly, well, maybe they're getting close. No, I don't see anything that says anything else, so they're just taking a few minutes. So. I think Jeff and Bill are maybe doing some math right now and just figuring out what's going on. Or did they figure out now that Price couldn't shuttle down long ago? Or no, Bill's playing another card. I was just figuring out the math on what he played out, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see. Bill's doing what? 4 right now?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Bill's doing 4.
Yeah, to Jeff's 3.
To Jeff's 3, but Jeff just Okay, yeah, now he shuttles price up. So there was a mistake there where he shuttled him. Unless, like I said, if he had put price down that turn, Jeff may
Yeah,
have said, yeah, you can put her at the ground.
yeah, I don't remember if he did or not.
I think he might have, because I don't think he put the whole pile down first. I think he went and got price first and put her down and then said, wait a minute, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do this instead. So yeah, he's doing 4 right now to Jeff's 3 or 4, depending on if he finds another handle. And really, just Jeff needs to go to space. Like if Jeff can get the Falcon up.
Yeah, but if Bill's running anything to keep the Falcon mitigated, like if he's running Fury in his deck, that helps against that.
So Bill did get resistance in play. So now he is
It's only drain 2.
only draining for 2, but also like either one of those, obviously the Thrawn location, Kashyyyk is safe. Like you can't go after Thrawn. But
Until he does.
I don't think he can. I don't think he's
I don't
going
think
to.
he
Let's
can
phrase it
either.
that way. We see the don't do that again. I wonder if he's pulling a legendary or just trying to see what was in. I think he's just trying to see
Yeah.
if his
Yeah.
Falcon's in there.
I mean,
I don't see a Falcon. I don't see any do. Well, is that Ray on the bottom?
I think
That's
so.
a Ray. So he could theoretically do the Falcon and Ray. So with code clearance, he's got to draw a 6 in Battle Destiny just to get Veers off the table. And he's got to draw a 10 to get Veers and the Walker.
Yeah, and we know that
Through an Imperial Command.
I mean, he lost a Walker already. Like he's lost a Blizzard 1 that's sitting there.
Yeah.
He's already used no escape. So unless he's playing like a second copy of Veers, that's not really what Bill wants to have happen.
No, it'll be bad if he loses the. No, we just see Hanshu and the Falcon go to Paulus Massa and then Jin to the 2-0 along with Ray. And just fine, I'm going to drain you here.
Yeah. No,
So
this is what Jeff needed to do. And
we saw the I've lost R2 in Bill's hand.
Yeah. And the other thing is like Bill can only draw 2 Destiny at Polis Mosses.
That's fine. That's all he needs to draw.
Yeah.
So what I don't like about the Hanshu and the Falcon there is if Bill can go move over there, drop the I've lost R2 on Hanshu and the Falcon, move the Thrawn ship over there.
Yeah.
And then next turn, lateral damage, go kaboom.
Yeah, just blow the ship up.
Jeff's got to have the Hujix. Like that is Bill's out, I think, right now.
Yeah, and then you play Coward, so that way you turn off.
You cancel the 2 drain.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you still satisfy for a resistance.
Yep.
And only a drain of 2 at the nightclub. Yeah, that's the line that Bill has.
That's the only line Bill has. That's Bill's out.
There goes Padme.
Yep. And then the drain
that
2 at Kashyyyk plus a stack.
Anakin. Like that's interesting. But the bigger reason
I think that's a mistake.
I do too.
But I don't think he realized. I think he's counting on being able to run with the Falcon. And I think if that I've lost R2 hits, all of a sudden this gets real bad. Unless he's got the Hujix. Like if Jeff has the Hujix in hand, all of this is for naught.
Yeah, agreed.
Like that's gonna be the only way this goes bad is if he's doesn't have the Hujix. So we see the Vengeance, which I actually don't hate. Like again,
so
throw the I've lost R2 and then move Chimera over.
Losing that 1 makes it so that the immunity to attrition is canceled.
Yeah, but he's still got to hit the I've lost R2 because otherwise Jeff just moves.
No, you don't need it right now. You just have to throw any leader up there, play it, and then bye-bye Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Any pilot is.
Yeah. Bye
is
Falcon.
enough. That's bye Falcon, and then
Yeah, I don't like.
oh,
Ooh,
actually, I like that lat damage.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
I mean, you're still getting, you still
I
get
want
the
to see another.
Destiny,
I
the
want to see
power, and
another
Battle
pilot.
Destiny.
Okay. Bill initiates. No,
No, I think the +3 to the power is the right play there.
I don't.
There's no way. So
Okay,
Jeff's
he's
best
giving it
case
to.
scenario
Okay.
is like
Okay.
12.
Oh, never mind. Bill had. Jeff
Oh,
had the
Jeff
Hujix.
had the Ujix. Okay. And Bill said, well,
So
that was my out.
that was. Yep. Yeah, that's fair.
So that
So
the Hujix
you
was
know
it. We
what?
called it right. Like that was what Bill had to do. That was the
Yeah.
line he had to take. Jeff again played it spectacularly.
Oh yeah. Jeff played
Jeff's line
100%.
was, I'm not going there until I have the Hujix. And once he had the Hujix, it's okay. This is what I got to do. So Jeff, congratulations, Jeff,
Yeah.
making it to the top two. That was those were advantage.
Like
Without
Bill.
sound, I can't really explain it to you, man. It's
Um.
HOUX. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bill couldn't win. Yeah, yeah. So no, congratulations to Jeff. I think if we can get him on a headset to
Yeah. I
chat
think
for a
we're
couple
gonna work on that.
minutes, and I'm assuming you're sending that out. While you do that, I'm gonna bounce over to the other stream and just I'll talk about it a little bit if you want to keep me live and let folks watch. So this is looks like we're just right at the start of the
Yeah.
Dennis
Walkers
versus
versus yeah, it's Walkers versus the
Walkers versus Saga. Oh well, we got
oh hold
Jeff
on, wait.
right
We're
away.
gonna have
Even
Jeff with us
better.
here in a second.
Okay. Hey guys, can you hear me?
We got you loud and clear, Jeff. If you
You
want
are
to sit
loud and
down
clear,
at
Jeff.
either of the spots,
I moved to in front of the laptop instead of in front of the camera. Can you guys
We'll make it work. We
yeah.
can hear you.
can you guys see me?
We're gonna
Um, Now we can.
Okay.
yeah.
So
So first of all, congrats on the advancing to a finals. I mean, that was uh that was something.
Thanks guys, and I just want to say thank you both of you guys for streaming. That's what makes the community so great is you guys taking your time to, bring the Star Wars to the masses.
thank
Wow.
you. It's
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun doing it. I've talked about that before. So
But yeah,
I'm
So
so
I'd
that's
say
a first light blown out wedge.
yeah, well,
That
that
was
game
impressive.
yeah, that game progressed kind of weirdly. The Y40 when it doesn't play ground, its worst matchup possible is Black Sun. So it has to go fast because Black Sun goes so fast. Like you're doing so much free damage so fast, you have to keep up. But that opens you up to things like that first light battle that happened.
Yep. And
yeah.
that's kind of was sort of what we were talking about as well. Is that was a rough matchup for Bill, and then this second game needing to win by 23.
It's pretty
Like
pretty hard to do, yeah.
Thrawn doesn't win by 23, and you needed to not make a mistake in there, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, so
You know.
now my game plan, and I don't know if you guys heard or saw, but like my round one match against MHT, it was the same thing. I won by 20 plus, and I was playing Anakin versus Thrawn, and I was like, I'll just stack a bunch of dudes at the nightclub and get damage through. And because Thrawn has to put a lot of cards on the table,
Yeah.
so it's just hard to win big. And the death blow was I open-handed the Hujix, because the one way you could lose big is you get blown out.
Yeah.
But by opening handing the Hujix, I just felt totally safe. Bill did 100% what he had to do, which is he went for the lat damage beatdown because
Hmm.
that's the only way you're going to win by that much. But I had the Hujix, so he just graciously scooped, and that was that.
Yep. And
So
that was exactly what we were talking about and kind of what was being talked about in chat is it was you did exactly what you needed to do, which is take my drain of 3,
Not die.
just lose by less than 20. Like you're totally fine if you lose the game. You just don't lose by a lot. And
Exactly, and just go when that's the situation, you just go slow and safe, and you don't want to
yeah,
be you
like
don't need to be paranoid, but just belts and suspenders, extra guys, take
yeah,
your Hoojiks.
hmm
that was kind of like someone said in chat, you over deployed to the nightclub, and I'm like, you put 2 guys there. That second
Yeah,
guy is actually super important
yes.
yeah, and I was
because
actually
if Bill
debating.
had like a random Destiny 6 to come down and just, oh well, I'll take out Anakin, and now he
Yeah,
sets you back a turn.
and like
Like
they can play EPP Mara sometimes, or like what I was afraid of is like EPP Mara, Tarkin, Ozzel, which is like a lot of power in
Yeah.
Destiny and stuff. Um,
yep,
but like so the only thing I needed to do is like I can eat a drain for a turn to make sure. I almost put another guy there because it's like as long as I can drain here, I should just win on the math.
yep. No, that was spectacularly played. So you played Agents of the Black Sun both days, and that's obviously a deck. We've seen you play a lot. I know that's a deck you're super comfortable with. Do you think? I mean, there was 5 Agents decks yesterday. Do you think that's a top meta deck right now, or is that more like a meta choice?
It's a great question. So Team Five, we spent prior to events, we sort of go through the gauntlet of viable decks and we play a bunch of games and we decide like what we like, what we don't like. Black Sun was never it never wowed anybody as like amazing, but it is solid and it has lines against everything. It doesn't punt against any
hmm
deck. It has answers for everything. You might not find them, you might lose, but it's a deck that you sit down at the table and you have at least a chance of finding the right stuff and winning. So for day one, and light side is just bad right now. So the kind of my thought process was picking a deck that has lines against anything. I didn't want to run into some sellout light deck that beat whatever rock paper scissors thing I played.
hmm
Black Sun thrives against decks that like are rock paper scissors So that was the meta call there. I think it's always a strong deck. Light mains aren't in a great place right now, and because of that, I think Black Sun is very strong.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think other than Hitco, light mains are not good, and Hitco you can have answers to it.
Yeah, like Hiko Black Sun is an interesting matchup, but like the problem is they don't have enough personas. So as long as they can't wipe you off the ground, you're in space, you're at their Twix, you're just doing more damage in them and creating all these little fires for it to put out. It can still blow you out, but um, that's why I played. And then I didn't really put any thought into playing anything else for today because it just felt very smooth and like solid in my hands yesterday. So I just played it again.
So what made you go with the Anakin Skywalker deck
It's
2 days in a row?
Well, it's so funny because at Worlds I played Anakin and got crushed and I hated it. And anybody who had listened, I'd be like, Anakin's bad, don't play it. I hate this deck. Um, and greater minds than me, like Joe and Hayes, were like, I think we're gonna play Anakin, and I'm like, no, it's bad. Trust me, it's bad. And they were like, no, you're bad. This is good. And I was like, the
I
one,
the thing is, I could see Hayes going, "No, you're
yeah,
bad."
yes, exactly. But the one thing I'll give myself credit for is the willingness to be like, I'll defer to the world champions in the room and I'll just let them tell me what to play. Um,
I mean, that works for Cal. He's been doing that for years.
right? Yeah, I got where I am by listening to better people, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. But so they talked, they talked me into it, and they didn't really try to convince me. Just the fact that they were playing it was enough to be like, well, okay, if they're gonna do it, I should probably do it too. And we liked some of the things the deck does. Like we like that it gives up very few icons. We liked that the space package is pretty efficient. It
Yeah.
looks good on paper. It doesn't do enough damage. That was our concern, but we didn't have a better answer, so we just rolled with it. And then I I was surprisingly I played surprisingly well with it yesterday. I was like pleasantly surprised how it performed. So I was like, yeah, I'll just play it again.
That's not a terrible thing. Plus, then you can get a little extra sleep. You don't need to worry about finding
Sleep.
cards, pulling cards, etc. You
For
just
real, because it's such a draining day, and like,
Uh, okay, so you're telling me you got more sleep and you didn't play any board games or anything last night?
no, no, because I was so drained after the event. We went to dinner. I switched out like 3 or 4 cards, each deck, and then I went to bed by midnight. Got a good night's sleep. I feel great. But I'll be drinking and gaming tonight. That's for sure.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed in you, Jeff, for that fact. Like, I understand the wanting to get good sleep, for the top eight and everything, but I mean, I'm guessing Joe didn't get any sleep.
I don't know what Joe did. The problem is for me, like, I just don't sleep good when I travel, so um, there's like a cumulative effect. So I needed one good night's sleep. Like I didn't sleep good when I got in on Friday,
Yeah.
so I needed one good night's sleep so I can be full form today. Not for the Star Wars, I could care less, but for the partying and board games. That's what we got our priorities in order.
no,
So,
for sure.
is there anything that you are looking forward to, board game wise later?
I never know what people have here. At Worlds last year was the first time I actually stayed over Sunday and went home Monday. But every game was fun, and there was always like some new thing. I'm like, oh, how do I play this? How do I play
Yeah.
that? Worf's had this really funny submarine game that was a lot of fun. He's not here, so that probably won't be
Yeah.
here, but I enjoyed that one a lot.
So looking forward, the next event is in April. Any possibility of you going to that one?
Yeah, I'm planning on going. I haven't bought my tickets yet, but it's fully on the list of things to do. So, are you guys
Because
gonna make it?
we
I'm
already have
planning
hotel
to.
rooms.
Dan's planning to. We're trying to push for a ice cream team, Holo Theater ice cream. I think
Yeah.
I'm pushing everybody I talk to. I think we need to do a huge, one of the board game,
Yeah,
maybe Thursday night or Friday night. Everyone, hang out, eat ice cream,
Yeah.
that
live
sounds
Holo Theater,
amazing. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
and
Count me
just
in for that,
chill.
for
Like
sure.
my plan is, I think the plan for me is, I think Chris Kelly is driving from New York, New Jersey, meeting up with me in Pittsburgh. We might be picking up Carl on the way and then driving from Columbus to Indianapolis. I'm trying to convince Batmouse to fly into Pittsburgh to join in on the
Road
trip,
trip
but
action.
he's being a
Well,
little. He's like,
I
well,
mean,
no, I can't do that. I have to show up and be the last. I have to be like that last minute person.
if Pittsburgh is too far for him to fly, he can fly to Minneapolis because I think AJ and I are driving together, and I'm going to have at least one more room and one more spot in the SUV. And really, I could fit two. Like we can load this up, and we can roll in. Like AJ will confirm, my taste in music is questionable, but not too
Oh
terrible.
God, what's in your tape deck right now?
Oh, you don't even want to. I joked with AJ, and he's like, the only thing I don't like is country, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to expand that list by the time you're done here. And instead, we went with a couple books on CD. Although I did get him, he liked Me First in the Gimme Gimmes when they
Okay,
picked up. So I'm giving him some credit. The pop punk is kind of where I
that's fair. That's
Yeah,
all.
I
That's
I end
fine.
up rolling, and
I would just be
it's
scream singing along
you
with
know,
you.
I was gonna say, what's your musical taste?
So I always tell people I'm like a boomer when it comes to music because I love music, but I haven't listened to a new band in like 10 years. Like Red Hot Chili
Mm,
Peppers are my favorite band. I
okay,
like
good.
a lot of classic rock. I like some reggae. I like a lot of classical music. I like pianos and stuff. And then just random radio hits. It's nothing too sophisticated.
but
You would fit in perfectly with the Chris Kelly, Dan Tartaglione road trip.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's just put it that way.
That's how that would be a blast of a road trip for sure.
I mean,
I think
it's definitely up there. It would be this. It wouldn't be like the whole Team Five transport cross country trip with COVID, but it would definitely be up there.
Well, that was amazing. I never could do that because I have a bad back. Like the most I can sit is like a couple hours, and that's not every day. Like driving across the country, I'd be like, I'm just gonna stay here till I'm better and then fly home because that's insane to me. I'm glad I wasn't on the team when that happened.
That's one of those things, like long drives like that are something you either like and can tolerate or just don't. Like I drive a lot for work, so I'm used to kind of being in the car. Driving for 46 hours a day is not a big deal.
Wow.
So it's,
So it's just part of you at this point.
yeah, like I'm used to it and it doesn't really bother me. But I definitely get it. You're not the only person I know who's like, yeah, I'm not doing an 8 hour drive sounds like torture.
Yeah, especially like my idea of hell is flying to a card tournament, not being able to play, and then driving all the way across the country back. Like,
Yeah.
if I ever misbehave on this planet, that will be my punishment.
I like your, yeah, I'd have just stayed in the hotel room for like a week and then flown home. Like I would not have even,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, I
man.
get that. Well, why don't we let you go
Yeah.
get some rest,
I was
get
gonna
a
say,
mental recharge,
do you
get
have
yourself ready
any
to go in the finals?
do you have any insights on your teammates matchup right now? Dennis versus Hayes. Currently, Dennis is up by 11. In the current matchup is Hoth CRV versus the Anakin Skywalker deck. Going forward, do you have any thoughts about that matchup?
I have none because I've never even played that matchup before. And as soon as I hang up with you guys, I'm gonna mosey on over there and take a peek at what's happening because I have no clue like what the flow is, like the tempo.
Okay.
Do you play your nightclub or do you not? I can see
Well,
arguments either
what's
way.
happening right now is Hayes is taking over the nightclub and Dennis doesn't have any board presence.
Hmm.
Yeah, at all.
So the only good news is, if Hayes wins, then I know exactly what he's playing. Obviously, if he loses, he can give me the rundown on what to expect.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be close. So,
yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
well, good luck in the finals either way.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
And thanks again for your time, guys. You're what makes this community
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you very much. But everyone, bounce over to JegTech's stream.
Yep. Everybody get on
And
over to that one. And then we'll be back when it comes down to the finals. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
for sure.